What is going on, everybody? My name is Baloo and welcome to the jungle. This is the channel where we take a very simple approach to technical analysis. We look at the price in the context of volume using the Wyckoff method. If that is something that interests you, then why don't you hit the subscribe button? I do this every single day, except for the days that I don't. So in today's video, I just want to take a look at the market, take a look at some of the charts that I like to look at just to kind of see where we're at as far as market health. I do think that, we're in a very well trending environment. The DeFi sector is performing incredibly well, as we can see in some of the assets such as Aave. We're seeing a nice push in 1inch. We're seeing a nice push in Curve. A lot of the DeFi plays are doing quite well. A few are lagging, and we'll take a look at those as well. But I want to focus on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some of the other indexes that can kind of help us understand where we are in the market. So we're going to start off here just taking a look at the Bitcoin chart. We're still inside of this reaccumulation pattern. I'm liking, there's nothing that is extraordinarily volatile about what is happening inside of this chart. We have completed phase A, which kind of set the width of the trading range. And then we had a nice tweet come out by Elon Musk where, we jumped across the creek, came back down and held the creek line as support. This also found support on the 147 EMA. And since then, if we take a look at the volume, so huge amount of supply came in. This was not a natural event. This was not a natural candle. And the market responded appropriately. The price went up too fast, too soon. So a lot of supply came in, and we can see that in the volume. But what's interesting here is you can see the difference in the normal, or you can see the difference in the amount of supply that was present before compared to where it is now. So you can kind of see if this is kind of the normal level of supply before that pump, we are at a lower level right now. So what that is indicating to me is a lot of the supply has been absorbed. And we're also seeing that in the fact that we are ascending from the test. So we're making higher highs and we're making higher lows. The price structure looks very healthy. We're ticking up slowly. This is what I like to see, and this is giving altcoins a chance to really kind of show their legs and show how they can move in a market that is healthy, where Bitcoin is not stealing the show. So very good to see what is going on in that respect. Let me just remove some of these drawings here. And yeah, so that's Bitcoin. I'm not going to dwell on Bitcoin too much. What we kind of want to see inside of Bitcoin is we want to see it consolidate. I don't mind if it spends the next 2 months just range bound or consolidating or lightly ticking up. This steady move to the upside and a steady move to the downside is very healthy for the altcoin space, where I have a lot of exposure, as I'm sure that you too have a lot of exposure as well. I mean, I hold a lot of Bitcoin, but my trades, I don't necessarily trade too much with Bitcoin. I invest in Bitcoin and I trade with altcoins. So obviously the performance in altcoin space is what I am most concerned about. So let's just take a look at what is going on with Ethereum. So Ethereum here, let me just get rid of this drawing so we can get a clear picture here. So basically, we're inside of this ascending channel. I'm just going to clean it up a little bit more. I mean, those are my notes. We haven't really been respecting the horizontal trading range inside of Ethereum. So let's just focus on this upsloping trading range inside of Ethereum here. So if we go back here, we can kind of see that this change of character first occurred here. If we zoom out, you can see that there was not a lot of significant price action inside of Ethereum. The price action was very tight, and then we did get a nice move, and now the vertical spread of the bars have increased, and the volatility as far as the swings have also increased. So that's a clear change of character inside of Ethereum, and we can see this trading range that has developed alongside with that. So if we want to make the notes as to what is what here, we have our buyer's climax, automatic reaction. That sets the range. Those are the two levels that set the width of the trading range. More often than not, you want to set the width of the trading range in phase A. You want to get the width and you want to get the angle somewhere in phase A. So, we got a little bit of an up thrust action here. That did result in a downside move. It was too early for it to take off. So we held support here, 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 and here. So the trading range is more or less being respected. And that last test did not break the range. All the previous tests did have a little bit of a wick come down and test the supply below the range. And that most recent wick did not. And that is also a nice test in the sense of where that first buyer's climax came in. Let me just clean up some of the drawings here. As it came in, oops. Right around here, right before the sell-off. Yeah, well, somewhere around here. Anyways, it held support there. We can call that the buyer's climax. And then we got a nice bounce off of that level. So, the next area that we're wanting to see is exactly what's happening. If I just throw on the line chart, you can see how nice and clean it is. We're here on the 6 hour. The time frames really don't matter with Wyckoff. You're basically trying to look at the consolidation inside of the frame. So if you're looking at a very small part of the chart, you go to the small time frames so that you can spread it out and take a look at what is going on with that consolidation. The time frame that fits the consolidation that I'm currently analyzing on this chart is the 6 hour. That's, when you get into moving averages and you get into MACD crosses and you get into some of the oscillators, that's where you really kind of have to pick a few time frames to stick to. Because the data that you're seeing and the signals that you're getting from those indicators are going to vary from time frame to time frame. But when you're analyzing with the Wyckoff method, you're just focused on price and volume. So as long as the price and volume are, they're always the same in all time frames. The price always went to the prices that it went to, and the volume is always the volume that came in. So the price is the time frame rather is irrelevant. But here we have a break above the structure, which we've done earlier in phase A, and we also did it in phase B. But I am suspecting that we are probably near the end of this consolidation range, and we are now holding on top of this. So what we would want to look for is, we really want to hold this level. If we can hold this level for maybe a day, maybe two, who knows? The space is very bullish right now. It might only take a few hours. I honestly don't know. Time is one of the harder aspects to really quantify. So don't focus on time. You can look at the chart and say, well, I think it'll take a day or two. It's not about time. It's about the signals and the confidence in the market. So time is very hard. But what we're looking for is we're looking for Ethereum to hold on top of the range. That will give us the confidence to hit a move up. I did some point and figure charts based on this consolidation range. I think I need to update them because I was looking at the range a little bit different. I like to focus on the horizontal trading ranges whenever possible, and when it's kind of hard to make that argument that we are in a horizontal trading range, then I will start to draw those upsloped or downsloped trading ranges. So as far as what we're seeing inside of Ethereum right now, I do think that we can confirm that we are in an upsloped accumulation range. So that is Ethereum. Let me just get rid of these drawings here. Another chart that I want to look at that is just going to help us with our analysis on the health of the altcoin space is Bitcoin dominance. Everybody knows about Bitcoin dominance. It's kind of a contextual chart, and I don't draw patterns on it per se. I just observe the trend. So here on the trend, we have confirmed. Well, we haven't confirmed yet. Let me throw the candles on. We have not closed a candle body lower than this previous low. Actually, we have. Okay, so if today's close, I think today's close will be very important for the altcoins because that's going to be the first candle, the daily candle body close on Bitcoin dominance that is making the first lower low that we've seen in a very long time on this chart. So keep an eye open for that. let me just get rid of this chart. It's getting a little messy. But yeah, Bitcoin dominance. I'm not drawing Wyckoff trading ranges. I'm not drawing any of that stuff. I'm not looking at EMAs. I'm looking at structure, and I want to see the highs and the lows. And right now, it looks as though we are transitioning. Now, if we do confirm a lower low, we might also rally here and need to confirm a lower high. So keep an eye open for that. We do kind of need to hit lower levels before we want to confirm a lower high, or a lower high, so that we can, we don't want to rally off of this level because that's going to hurt the altcoin space. But yeah, that's what we're seeing right now. Another one that I have been also taking a look at is the Ethereum Bitcoin chart on the daily. I was actually, the daily's good. We've broken out of this long-term accumulation, and we're working out our backup phase right here. So this could take a while to work itself out. We don't know how long this consolidation can go on for. It could very well break out from here, and if it does, that's going to be fantastic for the altcoin. So if we do get a break above and then start to consolidate above that, that would be beautiful. But I'm not going to go ahead and say that that's what we're ready to do just yet. So we could also be looking for something, where we just trade in this kind of area here as we work out our backup before getting the confidence in the space to make a move up. What's going on, Successful? What's going on, Shroomer? How's it going, Busy Bee? Welcome, everybody. Good to see you guys in the chat. So yeah, these are kind of the charts that I like to look at that give me confidence in where we are in the cycle, where we are in the space, what is the likelihood of some of these altcoins performing well. And we're seeing some of the market leaders already kind of steal the show. Aave, most notably. I think a lot of people have been watching what's going on with Aave. It is a beast, just a stupid chart. Let's go ahead, take a look at Aave real quick. I don't have a position in Aave. For those who do have a position in Aave, round of applause, fantastic. I'm so proud that you saw something, because you definitely saw something. Very valuable token in as far as what's going on inside of DeFi. If you're worried as to what's going on and what you should do with your positions, I know people who took positions very, very low, and they're quite happy. I've been in contact with one individual who managed to invest, just over $1,000 in Aave in the early days, and that individual is sitting on a large chunk of change right now. So don't be afraid to readjust your portfolios, but also don't be afraid to make money either. This asset is performing well. Does it need a pullback? Probably. Does it mean that it's done? It's too early to make those types of calls. It's too early to make those types of decisions. So I don't think that there's anything that would tell you that, Aave is dead, but we do kind of need to refuel the tank a little bit. There's a lot of supply coming in, but it's, don't try and stop a runaway train. There's no reason to jump out of anything just yet. If we go to the smaller timeframes on Aave, it's still just making higher highs and higher lows. A little bit of a minor distributional top here, but in this environment, what does the distributional top actually yield you? It could just yield you a test of lower levels before another move up. Try not to analyze the distribution side of things too much on the smaller time frames, because a lot of times they'll flip you bearish when you should be bullish. We're in a bull market. Be bullish. Option room launch tomorrow. Yes, let's go take a look at that. So before that though, let me just make sure that there's nothing else that I wanted to cover as far as health in the market. I do want to quickly just take a look at the DeFi perp. This is kind of painting the picture as to what I am seeing. DeFi perpetual futures index. And it's just a monster, guys. It's such a crazy chart, what's going on. Like, here's DeFi. This is the DeFi space. I was giving market updates way back in the day. Well, not way back in the day, but I've been giving market updates basically at the first test of the break of this channel here. And ever since that test, man, DeFi has been just tearing things up. Why? Why is it tearing things up? It's because this is where the money is going. This is where we are in the development of the cryptocurrency space. Last cycle, it was about creating the platforms. It was about creating, even a little bit of oracles, getting some of the real world information into the blockchain. But this cycle is about creating the decentralized marketplace of financial instruments. That is what we are focused on. That is where the money is being made. That is where the money is being invested. So, don't try and get creative here. DeFi's pumped a lot, but there are still many ideas that are yet to be uncovered that are going to contribute to that network of decentralized finance. Think about the stock market. What is happening in the stock market, and how are these protocols and how are these coins going to try and emulate that method, those methods of commerce, those institutional or those financial instruments, lending, leverage, staking, receiving a yield on providing liquidity, market making, like all of these things that are happening that are trying to emulate this world of finance in a peer-to-peer decentralized way is really profound technology that's going to it's going to change the freaking world, guys. It's going to change the world. All right, so that's enough ranting on that. I know, look at the freaking, it's ridiculous. Okay, so Option Room launch tomorrow. So I don't know anything about this. I'm always kind of late to the party, and I'm okay with that because I like to, there's 6,000 coins. You want to see things kind of work themselves out. Option Room launch. Jam alert, Option Room launch. Do we have a ticker? Can somebody leave the ticker for that? Yeah, the volume spike on the DeFi perp. I mean, we have a ton of volume. There's a lot of people investing in DeFi. DeFi is doing incredible. It's crazy. Is there a ticker on this? Oh, Polkadot. Okay. Option Room launch. So is it hosting options? Okay, I don't really want to watch another YouTuber on here. Let me go to CoinGecko. Does anybody know the ticker on that? Oh, Room. Perfect. Shroom Finance. Hey, Shroomer, look at that. We got your own cryptocurrency. IDO. I don't know what that means. IDO. What is IDO? Initial what offering? Initial decentralized offering? Option Room protocol, user governance oracle, and forecast protocol built on Polkadot. So it's, I'm not, I'm not much of a fundamentals guy. I'm not going to pretend that I'm something that I'm not. When there's products that are available, I like to look at the products, and I like to get hands-on, and I like to see and feel, is it easy? Is it sexy? Is it a nice user interface? But that's as far as the fundamentals. Oh, and is it contributing to my thesis of a decentralized marketplace? That's as far as I go as far as fundamentals. Yeah, I'll have to dig into this one, but let's go back into the charts because I don't want to waste too much time just messing around trying to find websites and information. But options, if it has anything to do with options contracts, I'm pretty bullish on that kind of stuff, even though, most of the investors in this space are kind of, I don't want to use the word, uneducated, just, we don't have a lot of the same available infrastructure and available information that traditional finance has. So people don't get too hands-on with options. Also, a lot of the options are very primitive. Like Binance has an options menu, and the options are ridiculous. Like there's no premium, that you can only hold 24 hours. Like they're not real options contracts in my opinion. But yeah, let's take a look at some of these other charts. So what do we got here? Haka. Let's take a look at Haka. Had a couple comments on Haka. I haven't even heard of that one either. Man, there's too many coins. There are too many coins. Okay, so we got a nice bottoming pattern on Haka. You know, that's quite a sell-off, quite a rally and quite a sell-off. Let's zoom in here and let's take a look. Let's go to the 4-hour. This is on wrapped Ethereum. So there's probably some way to get the US dollar pair. I'm not going to chart on what's that one? Dex, coin Dex, Dex.io. Well, anyways, so yeah, it's in a downtrend. There's a fair amount of volume, so that's good. You know, the volume isn't dead. We don't have completely flatlined volume. You know, this is to be expected with new launches. Haka Finance, this is probably something that has some sort of information on it. Let's go to CoinGecko and let's see what it's all about. Haka Finance, okay. Warped space-time with crypto-native primitives. I don't know what a primitive is. Black hole swap. 3F mutual. Okay. So there's kind of like, okay, so insurance from DAO hacks. I don't know. Yeah, I don't dive too much into the fundamentals because fundamentals take time. I could look at a chart in 5 minutes and tell you if I'm ready to buy it or not. And then I will back up that purchase with a little bit of fundamental analysis. But if we dive into what's going on here, it's not great. I mean, I want to see the trend change. So me personally, you know, we need to see higher highs and higher lows come in. This is the local high right here. You know, I want to see a break of that level, and that means that you're giving up a lot. You know, we're on the bottoming pattern. So if you know the fundamentals and you have faith in what's going on, by all means. But, you know, I'm giving up more than 60%, at least 60%. And that's just to see the beginning stages of a change of trend. Trend is really important. And I recommend that if you are new, focus on the trend. This is quite clearly, you know, well, I mean, you could argue that it's flat now, but it's come from a very big downtrend. Now, if the fundamentals are strong and if there is intrinsic demand, if it is building, if it is contributing to the network, that's one that I kind of like to focus on. Is it trying to be another Ethereum? Is it trying to be its DEX somewhere else? Or is it contributing to the ecosystem that's being built right now? I prefer to invest in projects that are contributing to the here and now. So if it is trying to do something separate, me personally, I'm not interested in it. I like what is happening now. There's, you know, we're creating a marketplace, and you know, you can go and make your own marketplace over there, but you got to find all the people willing to contribute. You got to find all the venture capitalists willing to put up the money. You got to find this, you got to find that. And it takes a long time, and Ethereum's already done that. You know, we're past that, in my opinion. If we get cross-chain communication, then we get to, you know, mesh everything together, but that doesn't truly exist yet. So again, I don't know the fundamentals on this, but yeah, I want to see a break. I want to see a break of this level. This would be the first indication of a change of trend. Right now, you could argue that it's at the bottom, you know, but I don't buy stuff that's at the bottom, because you can be holding stuff that's at the bottom for a very long time. There's nothing that says that, you know, it will ever come up. You know, sometimes things go to the bottom and they just stay there. So take that into consideration. How do I get started in stocks? It's not easy, man. It's not as easy as crypto. That's why I'm kind of so bullish on crypto. But if you're talking from a technical analysis point of view, all technical analysis works in all markets because all markets contain humans, and these bars on these charts are what we're analyzing is humans' fear and humans' greed. That's it. It's the same, always. So if you're looking for, if you think that there's a difference between how we trade in crypto and how we trade in traditional finance with stocks and commodities, then there isn't a difference. Bird has been bleeding. I'm still bullish on Bird because I think that the fundamentals on Bird are what are keeping me in there. It was trending really well, and I did want to see it kind of go higher, obviously. But the trend, I'm not worried yet. I think that, this is just going to end up being a longer consolidation. And if things really start to trend, I might look to take some profit if we revisit the middle of the range or something like that. But I'm not worried on Bird yet. I think that, we're still holding the bottom of the range. We came up here to our buyer's climax, down to our automatic reaction. We bounced off of that. We got our secondary test. We kind of tried to break through this level again, and we were unable to do so. So we came back down to the bottom of the range. Nothing here is out of the realm of normal. And this is on the Ethereum pair. So it's going to look worse than the dollar pair because Ethereum has been doing well while Bird has been performing poorly. But I'm not worried. We're seeing volume come in to defend the price. We are below the 147 EMA on the 4-hour. Again, not a big deal, but there's nothing to panic about just yet. I don't see it. I don't see anything to panic about yet. I'm holding my positions in Bird. TRB had a good chart. We did post a setup on TRB in the private group. I think that was about a week ago. Oh, for those who are unfamiliar, I do have a Discord. There is a free side and a paid side. So the free side is kind of choose your own adventure. I have a lot of resources for you to kind of learn the Wyckoff method, a ton of free PDFs, a ton of free material for you to peruse through and take a look at, a lot of this information that's helped me really grow as a trader. And then if you feel confident in your ability to kind of understand the material, or you're struggling to understand the material, then you can pay month to month to get onto the paid side as well, where I do offer a lot of VIP coin calls, profitable trading setups, like freaking 0x today, which is up 30% since the time that I posted today. That was a lucky one. But yeah, if you are interested in that, join the free Discord in the link in the description section down below. Come and hang out. Come check us out. I do these streams. I post videos, but I'm in the Discord pretty much all the time. So you can reach out with any questions that you may have in there. So yeah, again, Bird, nothing that I'm worried about yet. Okay, what else do we got? Oh yeah, TRB. I was gonna take a look at TRB. Do I have that one in here? TRB right here. Yeah, so this one's trending in the right direction. It hasn't quite taken off as far as what I had posted in the group yet. So, it's I don't know anything about the fundamentals on TRB. Are you noticing a trend? I focus on the technicals first. When the technicals are solid, I'll back that up with a little bit of fundamentals. But yeah, we kind of have we have higher highs and higher lows. We just had a backup on the lower end of this trading range. It kind of looks like an accumulative range, a little bit of some up thrust, but overall the price action has been holding near the top of the range, and we're just struggling and battling to get out. But I think that it's kind of ready for a larger move, not financial advice, but the price action does look good. We're making higher highs, we're making higher lows. The volume is contracting as the price is ascending. This is kind of a bullish divergence, and it looks decent to me. We can pick this chart apart a little bit more in the group, but yeah, it looks good. Any idea on NEO? I like NEO. I was investing in NEO way back in the day, back in the 2017 run. I think that Neo is just kind of sleeping. Ethereum is taking a lot of the energy and focus away from Neo, but Neo is a fantastic platform that, runs very smoothly. It runs very well. And now they're starting to integrate some DEXs like Flamingo and stuff. So Neo is building. Neo is building and people like Neo. I don't think that Neo is anywhere close to being able to call it dead. So let's go ahead and take a look at what is going on with Neo. I really like the fundamentals on Neo. Oh yeah. So we're looking good on Neo. I like what is happening on Neo. This is a very healthy looking chart. So it's a reaccumulation after a decline, which is one of the weakest reaccumulations. Now what that means is, you need to watch out for possible distribution, but we're holding the top of the range and we're holding it quite nicely. We also have that nice contraction of the supply since the backup phase. So we have made that SOS, sign of strength, since our spring broke the creek, spring up to our SOS. We did fail to hold the buyer's climax line here, failed to hold it here, local lower lows and lower highs, but now we're starting to hold here. So what we need to see is we need to break this line here. We need to break this high, which we have not done yet. If we can break that high, the next buy signal, I think, would be to break this local high right here. So if we could break this high right here, I think that would be very healthy, and that would be a signal. That would be a buy signal for me to, take a position inside of Neo. I currently don't hold any Neo. I was staking it for a while, but that was then, and this is now. I think that the chart looks healthy. I think that there's nothing that is screaming distribution there. Michigan Schumer has been charting Neo for a while. He's in my private group. He's a fantastic analyst. So shout out to Schumer in the chat group. He's really dialed in as far as breaking down some of these charts. I like Neo. I think Neo's good. It's definitely lagging. So if you've been holding Neo for a long time, you've been watching a lot of shit pop off. Oh, I probably shouldn't be swearing on these live streams, but you've been seeing a lot of stuff pop off, and it's hard to hold some of these coins, but I don't think it's the time to sell Neo. I think that it's a good hold, fundamentally. Sleeper of 2021, Neo. Alpha is insanity. Alpha is just, oh my God. Okay, you want me to look at charts that just go straight up? I'll look at Alpha. I don't know the fundamentals on this one. This is like another Ave, man. Like, it's just, number go up. I don't know, buy it, number go up. Neo 3.0. I don't know what that means, but that sounds cool. What is this? What else do we got here? What else do we got? Thank you for this session. What is the best point to get some profit in your opinion? So this is kind of a tricky question. In a bull market, you want to buy quality coins. You want to buy quality. If you want to buy the highest quality coins, you're looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum. Are the gains less? Yeah, but the gains are also there. I would not be surprised to see Ethereum in excess of $10,000 at the end of this cycle. If you aren't happy with price appreciation of 5x in a portfolio within a couple months, I think you need to understand that you're focusing on something that's called survivor bias. And what survivor bias is you hear all these stories. You hear all these stories of these Bitcoin millionaires and these people that chose this coin and that coin, and they turned a $10,000 portfolio into a multi-million-dollar portfolio. And what you're not hearing is all the people that lost everything. It is not about picking the right project per se. It is not about timing the market per se. It is about time in market, and it is about preserving capital and investing in quality projects. I invest, and this is still a speculative market, so you can make arguments as to whether what I'm doing is actually investing or not, but I invest in Bitcoin and I invest in Ethereum, and all of my other trades are speculative trades, and they may be golden coins that are going to change the future, but I don't know that. I don't know that, and neither do you. You can jump into the fundamentals and you can try and build a bullish case as to why this is going to change the world, but the reality is good ideas die all the time. There's more to life and there's more to investing than just holding on to a good idea. There's so many factors that need to come into play. Do you know how many Bitcoins there were before there was Bitcoin? There's more to just having a good idea. So buying quality coins as an investment and holding it for a long time. Think in terms of decades. You're probably, most of the audience inside of cryptocurrency is on the younger side. You have a lot of time to be investing in this market, and you need to have positions that are truly investments. There are people who are in the stock market, people who are investing in hedge funds and leaving their money with money managers. They're not saying, hey, I'll give you this much money and in 4 years, I expect you to 5x my money. No, like they're putting money away for retirement. They're trying to outcompete inflation. This is a crazy world where we're talking in terms of Xing portfolios. So Bitcoin can multiply your portfolio by several X in a matter of 1 decade. So realize that and kind of just let Bitcoin be Bitcoin. And that's kind of would be my investment advice. Don't get investment advice from any YouTuber on the internet. A trader is self-reliant, and that is what is most important. Is you need to really educate yourself. Spend the time, educate, practice, get hands-on, limit risk, preserve capital. You have to be responsible in this market or it will chew you up and it will spit you out. So getting profit, in my best opinion, the best opinion for me to say, for me, my best opinion is to buy Bitcoin and hold it for 10 years. Probably not the answer you wanted to hear, but that's if you want the safe bet, that's what I would say. What else do we got here? Icon. Haven't heard that one in a while, and I think that one's sleeping. Let's go ahead and take a look at Icon. That's one that's been in an accumulation pattern, a bottoming pattern. We've been charting Icon as well inside of the group. This is one that's been kind of on our radar. It's ready to make some moves, I believe. Let's get off of the perpetual futures chart. Let's go to spot because it's much, much larger consolidation here. I know I have a chart on this. What's going on here? Is it on the tether chart? Yeah, there we go. Icon is doing well. It's trending in the right direction. Let's go to the 3-day chart. This one's been in accumulation for a very long time. Fit the candles that fit the frame. This is the area that I want to analyze, so get the candle size that fits that area. So seller's climax, automatic reaction, secondary test with kind of a spring. We got our minor SOS, but this is what's most important right here. So we can draw a channel on this line here, on this area. So let me just draw that. It doesn't have to be perfect. Wyckoff gives you just, it just helps you make decisions. You don't have to have things touch perfectly, but we're in an ascending channel. What is an ascending channel? It's an asset that is making higher highs and higher lows. Price action looks very bullish. We have a W pattern. This is also very healthy. Did I do anything there? There we go. This is a very healthy pattern, or, it's very healthy price action to see a nice move up, a nice move down, and then a nice move up. Those W's show a lot of strength because buyers are buying. When sellers are selling, you kind of get M structure. So you have to kind of look at it like that. But should we even bother being in ETH if other altcoins are gaining a lot more? Seems like if we just invest into Aave, Elrond, Maker, and Compound, you would have a lot higher returns, no? Yeah, did you get in? There should be a percentage of your portfolio that is on the speculative side. And then there should be a much larger percentage of your portfolio that is not on the speculative side. This market is speculative enough. I think that Ethereum is very undervalued. I think that Ethereum has a lot more room to the upside. When I mentioned earlier in the stream $10,000, you know, I'm trying to be a responsible YouTuber when I say that. If I was to tell you what I truly believe, which I won't, because it will make me sound a little too bullish, I think that Ethereum has good upside. Where all of those coins that you just mentioned, Aave, Elrond, Maker, Compound, those are all being built on top of Ethereum, and Ethereum is only worth $1,600. I don't believe that that makes any sense. I think that Ethereum is just ramping up. We are just passing our previous all-time high inside of Ethereum, and you know, I think that we're ready for some real price discovery inside of Ethereum. There is a lot of money that is entering that ecosystem. There are a lot of people that are interested in that ecosystem. And if you think in terms of decades instead of years, you're in a very, very good place right now in terms of purchasing Ethereum. Kyle Wilson, hey, welcome to the stream, man. So for those of you who don't know, go ahead and take a look at the Wilson Brothers. Wilson Brothers is another YouTube channel that does really good technical analysis. They do a lot of tutorial videos. I wish I did more tutorial videos, but they've got a ton of really good content. So go ahead and check out the Wilson Brothers. They got some beautiful quality, video quality too. Like those guys are definitely underserved as far as viewers. I haven't seen you guys in a while though, so maybe you're growing. So yeah. Do I think the validity of, where did it go? You think any validity to Cardano being listed on Coinbase? So I'm not sure. There are some weird coins out there that make listing on an exchange a little difficult. IOTA is one of those coins where I think there's just custody issues. I'm not exactly sure where the line is drawn, but if I was to guess, I would say that you know, it probably has to do with something as to whether the asset can be protected in cold storage on a ledger or something. I'm thinking out loud at this point, but yeah, I'm not sure why it's not on Coinbase, because it's, you know, there's a lot of interest in Cardano, and I think that people would purchase it on Coinbase, and Coinbase would get a lot of fees providing custodial services for Cardano. So I'm not really sure. Yeah, that's basically it, guys. So I've been rambling here, staring at charts for about an hour here. So I think I am going to wrap things up. I just want to thank you guys. So thank you for coming in. Thank you for supporting the stream, supporting the channel, supporting, you know, me and my adventure here in cryptocurrency. I don't want to toot my own horn here, but if you are not in the Discord, I think you're missing out. I offer a lot of value inside of that Discord group, and or at least I try to offer a lot of value inside of that Discord group. And I kind of wish that I had the resources that I'm providing for a lot of people today when I was getting into cryptocurrency. So if you are not in my Discord, I encourage you to join the free Discord. There's a free side and a paid side, but at least get into the free side. Come say hi. We've got a ton of great analysts. If you have questions, we're happy to answer questions for you. And yeah, that's basically all the time I have for today. So if you enjoyed the content, please leave it a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And if there are any projects that you would like me to take a look at in the future, leave them in the comments section down below. And until next time, please trade safe. It is a jungle out there. Peace.